This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. I like Devin Haney and his confidence. Let me say that again. I like Devin Haney and his confidence. I like the swagger. I like the fact that he's challenging greatness. But he's doing it in a very cerebral, in a very confident, in a very humble way. He's not sitting there putting the cart before the horse. He's actually making sure that he's having the fights that's building himself up to this position. Let me say it again. He's actually making sure that he's having the fights that builds himself up to the position. Unlike the super duper hype job Teofimo Lopez. This is why he had the mental breakdown. Let me say it again. This is why he had the mental breakdown. Because I could already see, as the three-dimensional thinker that I am, because I was trying to put y'all on game, but y'all ain't on this level. Remember, we're 1,000 miles apart from one another. Another three-dimensional thinker peeped that a mile away when I was giving this cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling message about Teofimo Lopez being exposed as a super-duper hype job. This man had a mental breakdown. If you notice, he's disappeared. Where the fuck is Teofimo Lopez at? Every time he had a mic in his hand, I'm Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? It's the takeover. Where the fuck is he at? Where's the takeover? In so much so that Richard Coleman, who is not a vocal fighter, is running his mouth about this kid asked himself to come into a fucking fight. And where the fuck is he at right now? He talked his ass into the fight. So now it's time for him to get that ass whooping. Richard Coleman is not even a talker. And he forced Richard Coleman to be the talker. That should tell you something. Mental breakdown. Not Devin Haney. Devin Haney's cut from another cloth. The man stays in the fucking gym. He keeps his ass in fucking shape. He works out with the best of them. Trained up under the tutelage of Floyd Money Mayweather, right? Spar with Floyd Money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Trained with Floyd Mayweather Sr. So he has the mechanics. He has the tools. Been in there with Roy Jones Jr. He's been in there with some greats. Andre Ward. He's been in there and learned up under some greats. And he talks the good talk, but he also walks the walk. Let me say it again. Very important. I hope y'all caught that. He talks the good talk, but he also walks the good walk so far. I have him and Shakur Stevenson as 1A and 1B. I have Shakur Stevenson slightly ahead because I think Shakur Stevenson's skill set just a little bit tad better. But I ain't gonna front. Devin Haney's right there because Devin Haney has actually accelerated the grown man strength before Shakur Stevenson. And Devin Haney's coming into his own. And I might have to say it's about neck and neck at this point. I'm going to say that again. I might have to say it's neck and neck at this point. Plus, when you look at Devin Haney, he has a complete package. Unlike Teofimo Lopez, the super duper hype job, Devin Haney can actually fucking box. And Devin Haney has skills and he has defense. And on top of that, he has the length and the height advantage if he were to fight Lomachenko. Basically, he can give Loma problems. I know he can do a lot better than fucking Luke Campbell. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just get the out the way type of dude, right? If I'm just get out of the way, then why don't you get me out of the way? Oof. That's cut from an old school cloth right there. He said some old school shit because that's what old school fighters used to do back in the day. They used to test themselves and they used to put the cart before the horse and they just go and fight these top level fighters. They didn't care that they were only 15-0, 14-0, 13-0, 12-0, 11-0, etc., etc. They would do that. Now, I'm cut from that other old school cloth that you have to make sure that you're ready for that position. You're ready for that fight. It is what it is. Everybody has their mindset and their opinions. I just seen from boxing standpoint, the most legendary fighters, the most elite fighters always make sure that they fight the right fights at the right time. And when I say right time, it's not a ducking situation. It's more so just making sure you're right mentally and you're right here. Let me say it again. You're right mentally and you're right here. Because when you're right here and here, it don't matter if you're 5-0, 20-0, 30-0, 50-0. If you ready here and here, then go ahead and step into the ring and do the damn thing. So it's really more of a mindset than anything else. You see what I'm saying? And Devin Haney has the mindset. You know, on most people, if not all people's top 5 of their new crop of the new prospects. I know they have Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson interchangeably 1 and 2. They don't have nobody ahead of them. They're not stupid enough to do that. You ain't gonna put nobody ahead of those two. They can either say, oh, Devin Haney's number 1, this is why I justify it. Shakur Stevenson number 1, this is why I justify it. But you're not gonna have nobody else ahead of those two. Because people can clearly see if you're using the true boxing eye test. Those two are a special breed. Devin Haney is nice. I see why his nickname is the Dream. Because when he gets into the ring, he makes your ass have a fucking dream. Let me say that again. When he gets into the ring, he makes your ass have a dream. And that motherfucker got some KO power. His grown man strength is nice. I've seen it the last few fights, man. He's getting motherfuckers out of there. He ain't playing. Because that's the thing. When you young like that, you're supposed to be getting these guys out of there. So I'm glad that he's calling Lomachenko out. Is he ready for that fight? I believe at this point, yes. Especially after what I saw from the Luke Campbell fight, I believe he's ready. I believe he's more than ready. And I believe he will expose Lomachenko. Because Lomachenko has a bruised ego, and that's why he's fighting this super duper tune-up in George Kambosos Jr. Let me say it again, super duper tune-up in George Kambosos Jr. Because he knows if he looks to his left, Tank. If he looks to his right, Devin Haney. If he looks forward, Richard Coleman. If he looks to his back, Teofimo Lopez. And then if he looks over his shoulder, shit, Miguel Burchell. It's loaded at 135. That's right, folks. There's no way for Loma to run, and there's no way for his ass to hide. So I love this from Devin Haney. You know what, Devin Haney? Keep doing your fucking thing. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.